So first off, everybody share in the chat what was the best part of your Monday so far, and what was one thing you did to move your business forward today. Right, waking up at 5 a.m. and starting off the week with a miracle morning. Heck yes. Best part, no school, sleeping in, made a recipe. These are moving way too fast. Okay, I really can't read them. They keep moving every time I go. Made a recipe and typed out a post for a later date, sticking to my nutrition like a boss. Sent 58, oh, that's me, sent 58 invites. Getting new followers, worked out first thing to get my day started off right, got a new coach set up and enjoyed lots of sunshine, being able to get outside and did my own power hour. Great builder walkthrough with clients, dove into specific communication styles on a guided teaching. And Aubrey actually shared something in the team page today that everyone should go look at if you missed it, because it was really, really good. I don't know if that's from that, but it just reminded me to say that.
It is.
Okay. And so she put up a post, but definitely go check that out. Sent out 3 carts, and best part was going outside in our new huge yard with Tommy. Got things organized in the kitchen, FaceTimed with my nieces. Awesome. So much joy. Just had a girl message me about joining after ghosting me in March. Heck yes, that is always, always, always a good feeling. All right, ladies. So I'm going to go over a few quick things, but tonight's call is going to be a group of our newest leaders that have rank advanced and are just on fire. They are building their businesses, solid businesses, and they're just going to share how they got there. All right, I'm going to mute everyone. I think I got everyone. All right, awesome. So our newest up and coming leaders are going to just share what they're doing, because I think sometimes it's easy to look at leaders who have been in the business longer and you're like, I have no idea what to do. And when you hear that, like, hey, this girl just started 3 months ago and this is what she's doing and how she's seen success, I think it helps remind you guys that you can do this. If you were not on the super weekend, make sure you guys go and watch that. It was so good this weekend, and they did a top 10 top tips. And that was such a reminder that anyone can be a top coach in this business. No matter if you started today or you started 5 years ago, you just have to want to work on yourself, and you have to want to be working with the community, because that's how you're going to grow. Doing this business by yourself isn't going to be fun. But when you're leaning into the team and saying, hey, I'm trying to help 2 people this week. What are you doing? I sent this many invites. This is my transformation photo. I just put up my first coaching post. All of those things drive your business forward and get you excited. And it's so much better when we're doing it together, because you don't feel alone in the journey. And when someone's like, hey, I just sent 100 invites, and you're like, hey, I sent 0, it makes you step up your game. So you want to be a little bit competitive. We should be a team that wants to help a lot of people. And we have helped 97 people this month, which is huge. Our goal is 100 every single month. And you guys, we're going to bypass that. We still have 10 days and we are going to hit that goal and help even more people. So I'm super excited for that. And I did announce this in the team page today, but I'm also going to do it on here. So Monica Trojan is, she has helped. Okay. I think I got it. Sorry. No, I can't go back. All right, so Monica has helped the most people so far, and she is on fire like always. So is Alex. Janelle is brand new, you guys, and she's already helping people. And she's actually one of the people who shared in the chat just now that someone ghosted her in March and reached back out to her, which is a reminder. Don't let no's or someone, when they stop talking to you, get to you, because you have to know that you just are moving forward. You want this business, you want to change your life, you want to feel your best, and let that be the joy every single day. Whoever says yes, awesome. Whoever says no, awesome. But don't sit and dwell on what people's decisions are, because all you can do as a business owner is move your business forward. And all you can do is truly want to live your best life. Pam, Paris, Elena, Keisha. Keisha is also brand new, has already helped 3 people this month. Jenny, Kelly, Danielle, Lauren, Kristen, Jessica, Bridget, Katie, Amanda, Kenzie, Kayla, Adeline, Krista, Tessa, Heather, Shannon, Rebecca, Morgan, Aubrey, Henry, which is Pam's husband, Becklin, Valentina, Robin, Lee, Christina, Kristen, Jessica, Brittany, Candida, Maddie, Randy, Kathleen, Taylor, Dana, Madison, Ashley, Katrina, Sabrina, Ashley, and Amy Willis. Congratulations to all of you guys who got your name on there. I know we have so many new coaches on this board. So right now I want you to share in the chat if you are a new coach, what your goal is for this month for everybody. But if you're a new coach, let us know if your name's on the board, because I know some of these names are new, and helping your first person is so exciting. Helping your first 2 people or 3 people is something to be proud of. As a brand new coach, always remember every little step in your journey is something to celebrate. If you completed week 1 of your program, celebrate it. If you completed week 2, celebrate it. If you invited 10 people, get excited. If you helped your first person, get excited. When you get your first paycheck, get excited. The more you are excited about the changes that can happen with the business, the more joy you're going to find in it, and you're going to really, really enjoy it. And then Alex is leading in volume this week, and shout out to her. So quick things to know for this week with everything that's going on. Tomorrow night, we have a live work session that is at 8:30 Eastern. So if you want to get on at 8:30 Eastern and you want to do a guided power hour, which is literally doing the business activity tracker, making sure you set timers and being really efficient, that will be at 8:30 Eastern. On Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern, we have a new coach mentorship. That is going to be a live work session again. And that is something that you can jump on no matter who you are. You don't have to be a new coach to be on there. But if you didn't do your power hour that day and you need to get on, jump on live with us. Thursday, 8:30 Eastern is the Inspiration Crew wide IG training. Inspiration Crew is my upline, Ashley Smith, and she does 1 call a month for our entire downline. So this is going to be an Instagram training, and it's going to be really good. So make sure that you jump on. I know you can't always be on these calls live, so make sure you listen to the recording. If you want it to be a business, you guys, you've got to treat it like a business. And if you missed a business meeting, you'd have to catch up and find out what happened at your business meeting. Same thing with this business. If you miss something, make sure you catch up on that training so that you're not behind and you are up to date on everything. Thursday through Sunday is our virtual retreat. Comment in the thread right now if you are someone who qualified for the retreat and are going to be with us this weekend. I know it is not ideal to be celebrating it through the computer, but we are going to make the best of it because you guys worked hard, and hopefully we will still be able to have another retreat coming up in a couple months. It's Diamond and Above. And for those of you that qualified for this last retreat, you guys are halfway to Diamond. So you guys can all get to the next one, but hopefully fingers crossed that everything gets settled and we are able to host a retreat later on. But for now, we are going to have some fun Thursday through Sunday, and you guys know what the schedule looks like. I sent it in the thread. On Sunday, 8:30 Eastern, we have a live happy hour. This is for the entire downline. This is a time for you guys to invite friends, families, followers, anyone that you can think of who could learn from this business and who might want to share their journey on social media. Don't forget to share it in your fit clubs and let your challengers know. If you guys have a challenger who's crushing it, checking in every day. She's loving the product. She's getting the discount. She is a perfect person to be coaching. So make sure that you reach out to those kind of girls in your group and let them know. But also invite. This is a time where we do the work for you guys. All you have to do is invite people to get on, and then we do the rest of it. Sunday, BOD groups launch. I had a training on this today, but I need to go back and watch it before I say anything to you guys, because otherwise I will mess it up, because my son was awake and it was a hot mess. So just so you guys know, on Saturday, the fit clubs that you guys are currently in will not be there on Sunday. They are making the switch Sunday. So come Sunday, we will all be in BOD groups. Our clients are all supposed to be getting rolled over, and I believe it happens at like 7 p.m. on Saturday night. But once I go and watch that video again, I will take notes on it, and I will go live in our team page so you know exactly what we do. But as far as I know, there's not much for us to do. We're just automatically switched over come Sunday morning. So just be ready for that. And we have another live training on it tomorrow as well in the roundtable. So I will make sure that I take notes and that I relay as much as I can to you guys, so that you guys are ready, because BOD groups is going to be amazing. They're going to be able to track their nutrition. You're going to be able to go live in it, and you're going to be able to help. Oh, sorry, hold on. You're going to be able to help people, I think, on a much personal level. So get excited, because I think it's going to be really, really good for our business and a really, really better community than what we had right now. Not that our one was bad, but it's going to get even better. And also really quick, we will be having live work sessions during the day at 2 o'clock on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I will share the links the day of, because it's different teams that will have it. But if you are around at 2 o'clock Eastern and you're able to jump on, we will have those links for you guys to jump on and just do a guided work session. So with all of that being said, we are super excited tonight to have these up and coming leaders talk to you guys about their journey, how they got to Diamond, what they have done since, how they're continuing to help 3 people a month, because helping 3 people a month, honestly, you want to try to help like 5 people a month if you can. The more people you can help, the better. If you were on the National Wake Up Call today, then you know that she, in her first 3 months, it was either 2 or 3 months, helped 100 people. That was her goal. 100 people in the first 2 to 3 months. And she really went out and did it because she was sending the invites and she was excited about the opportunity, and she knew God placed her where she was supposed to be to help. And her story was so cool to hear today. If you missed that, make sure you go back and listen, because something that she did mention is she said for every like 100 invites, 1 or 2 people say yes. And so that's something to remember. You're going to have months where more people say yes out of that 100 invites, and you're going to have some where maybe they don't. But come 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, like Janelle said, someone ended up ghosting her last month, but now they're ready this month. When you go to sleep at night, you can go to sleep as a business owner knowing I did what it took to become a 6-figure earner. And that means completing the business activity tracker every day and inviting every single day. If you want to change someone's life, you have to invite them to your business and the opportunity that you have to share with them. So don't be afraid of inviting. That is literally how you grow. And every single one of us on this call probably got an invite on social media at some point, or someone shared it in their stories and you reached out to them. But that's how you guys got here. So if we wouldn't have done that, you wouldn't be here right now. And your life is changing because of this opportunity. And in 4 years, it's going to have changed so much more. So the inviting process is something that's essential. And also it's the best part of this business, because every invite you send is a chance to change someone's life. And every invite you send, you have no idea who's on the other end of that invite who might be struggling and absolutely need it. So helping people every single month is obviously our team goal. And it's also what you need to be doing to move your business forward, to build income, to hit ranks, to go diamond and star diamond and 5-star and all of those things. And that's why tonight we wanted all of these leaders to help you. So we have Ashley, who went diamond in 2.5 months, Morgan, who went diamond in 2.5 months. We have Kayla, who is our most recent diamond. She just went diamond on Thursday last week, so she is brand new. And we have Krista and Kathy, who crushed it at the end of last year with Ashley, and both went diamond as well and qualified for a retreat. So these girls have really been showing up in their business, really excited about what they are doing, and we are excited for them to talk to you. Who wants to go first? Or do you guys want me to just call? Ashley, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Perfect.
Get it out of the way. I'm not like the best talker, but so hi everyone. For everyone that doesn't know me, I am Ashley. So a little bit of a backstory. I have been a friend of Jesse's for a very long time. We worked together doing White Sox like 15 years ago. We met. So when she first started the business, she reached out to me to sign up, which is like 4 years ago, almost 5. And I signed up, and after a month, I was just overwhelmed. It was bad timing. So after I had my son, who is now 16 months old, I was like 9 months postpartum, and I had continued watching Jessie throughout like the last 5 years, and like loving her success, and just like, I need to do what she's doing, but never got there. And I remember it was in September. I was in New York with my husband. It was our first trip, an overnighter away from our son. Jessie messaged me, and I had just finished talking to my husband. I'm like, I just don't feel good. I need to do something. And she messaged me after we had that conversation, which was like, she was reading my mind. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Like, and at that point, like, I didn't even think that I was going to like dive right into coaching. I was just like, I need to do something to feel good and to get back to normal. So after I signed up, I'm like, you know what? I'm not happy at my job either. And I want to be home with my son. So I'm going to try this coaching thing and dive right in. And so I did. And right around that time is when the push for Diamond Retreat was going on. And I was like, you know what? I had a vision. I set my vision. I wanted to be at that Diamond Retreat. And that was my goal. My goal was to feel good. And my goal was to be at that Diamond Retreat with all of the leaders and learn this business and see exactly up close and personal how they got to where they were. So what I did from that moment on is I made it a point to follow everything that Jessie handed me. Woke up early, did my miracle mornings, invited every single day. Like, I did not miss a day until I hit Diamond. Also, Rise Up Planner, huge, which I will admit the first month I did not stick to the Rise Up Planner. And once I did stick to this Rise Up Planner, I saw a huge difference. It just helped me with like maintaining my schedule, writing everything out, and planning everything is huge. And yeah, like, I guess just like the biggest thing is writing down your vision, reading it every day, and knowing what it is that you're working for, and just envisioning it in your head every single day, like where you want to be, and you will get there. And personally, like the last month, I've had some family stuff going on. I moved, and I didn't stick to the schedule. I didn't stick to I didn't invite as much as I was. And I saw just like a major plateau in my business by not sticking to what I was doing before. So now I'm back on track, and I am back to inviting that many people that I was, and I'm sending out carts daily. I'm seeing people check out. Like, it's just, you have to follow the steps to get to where you want to be. So that is that. And personal development is huge, which is something that I didn't do before. And I've really gotten even more into it in the last month. And that's a life changer too. So, yeah.
Yay. And really, Ashley did not miss a miracle morning. Like, she got up every single morning. She sent her invites. She did the business activity tracker. If I asked her to do something, she literally did it. And she was on top of it. And I also like, you guys, that she's sharing with you that she saw for herself when she stopped sending invites, when she wasn't completing her business activity tracker every day and really setting those business hours, because sometimes we do get in a funk, and we're like, I was even there that I was like, I have to get back to my morning routines because this quarantine stuff has messed up my morning routine. And today I got up and felt a million times better. But when you are owning your hours in a day, you are going to see so much more success, and you're not going to feel overwhelmed. You're not going to feel like your business is owning you or like you can't do this. You're going to be like, hey, like there's days that when I crush my morning, I sit down for nap time hustle and I'm like, oh, I sent all my invites. I did my entire business activity tracker. I loved on all my challengers. Like I could do whatever I want during this time. And that's the feeling that you want to have. You want to feel so good about what you're doing every day and so efficient that you're seeing those numbers. And once Ashley was like, okay, I got back on track. Now she's sending out cards again, and she's having conversations again, and she's feeling good in her business again. So just remember, there's no secret sauce. It's just, you got to do those things.
Yeah, it's all about being consistent, and literally the success behind it will come to you.
Yes. All right, let's do Morgan. Is Morgan on? I didn't see her face.
I'm here.
Okay, perfect. I was like, I can't see everyone. So
My internet's being weird though, so if I cut out, I'm sorry, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Okay, so for those of you that don't know me, my name's Morgan. I got started with Beachbody probably a little bit over a year ago. I was just not feeling good. I was feeling effects of depression and anxiety, and I didn't really know why. And I just needed something, didn't know what it was. I had been following Jessie for a long time. We weren't good friends. We were just, we kind of knew each other through mutual friends. So I reached out to her and I was like, what do I need to do? Give me the full package. We got to do this. So I signed up with her. I actually signed up with Transform 20, which I quit halfway through because it was way too hard, and I switched over to 21 Day Fix. So I did that, and then I just started coaching. So I've been doing this for 14 months, Beachbody. I just started coaching 4 months ago now. And then basically to get to Diamond, it was all about sharing my journey. Before I did this, I didn't even ever post on Instagram stories. I didn't even do that. I don't know. I'm totally introverted. I don't like sharing about my life. I normally don't talk to people unless they talk to me first. So I think the biggest thing for me was just stepping out of my comfort zone and sharing on social media, sharing my journey, how I was feeling, what it did for me. And then also stepping out of my comfort zone with invites. And I know that as a new coach, invites are very scary and very intimidating. And then when I got started, this was right when Jessie was doing the Diamond push. So I felt a lot of pressure to send out invites. I think at one point I even messaged her and I was like, I can't do this. This is crazy. I feel like this is all I'm spending time on. And she's like, it's okay. You can. She always believed in me, And if I would have quit then, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. So I think it's just really important that you focus on sharing your journey and just really remembering the reason why you started this in the first place. I think stepping out of your comfort zone is very important, because when you push yourself to do the things that you're scared to do or you don't want to do, that's where a lot of your successes are going to come from. And I think sharing transformations is really important, whether it be physical or mental, and just being really authentic and genuine, because people pick up on that, And if you're being authentic and if you're being genuine, you're not sounding salesy. Because I know a lot of us worry about sounding salesy. But if this is really something that's changed your life and is working for you, that is something that's going to show through what you're sharing. As far as maintaining Diamond, I would say it's super important to pour into people that you already have on your team as well. It's easy to get wrapped up in inviting people, trying to get as many people to join as you can. But I think it's also super important to pour into the people that you do have, check in on them, make sure they're doing good, and make sure they're liking everything, and just really just focus on helping people, because that's what you're here to do in the first place. as far as that, I don't really know what else. It's kind of been crazy, but awesome.
And Ashley shared in the chat, which is a very good point with Morgan. She said that Morgan shares so effortlessly, and you guys, it's so true. When you go to Morgan's Instagram, you don't question why she invited you, because when you look at her Instagram, you can tell a girl is getting results, a girl is building her confidence, a girl is feeling really good. She shares about her personal development, and she's not sharing every single part of her life. Like she said, she doesn't really want to share every part of her life. But when you go to her page and she sent you an invite, you know that this girl is feeling really good. And that's why it's so important to let your social media see you, because when you get an invite from someone, you want to know what they're all about. And if you can look at their page and feel what they're feeling, and you can from Morgan's page, it's very easy to want to do what they're doing. And she also has been planning out posts, which is another thing that I think helps a lot. And a reminder for all new coaches and any coaches that are on this call, when you start to feel overwhelmed, you have to tell yourself that feeling overwhelmed is something you are telling yourself. No one's telling you you're overwhelmed. You're telling yourself that. And you can also switch that mindset and say you aren't overwhelmed and look at things differently. And Morgan actually was in town when she started to get really nervous about, like, I don't know if I can do this, and the invites, and we got together and got coffee. And I also was able to tell her, like, set timers and stick to what you're doing, because if you're just trying to sit down and invite for a million hours, like, that's not fun. You need to go still live your life and do your things, but sit down and set your timers for 10 minutes and invite. Then set your timer for 10 minutes and love on people. Then go to the bathroom, get a snack, sit back down, invite for another 10 minutes. The more you use your timers, the more you're going to grow. But if you start to feel overwhelmed or nervous, don't feel bad about it. Don't feel guilty or feel like that's not a normal feeling. There is a million times in this business, and everyone share right now if you have ever felt overwhelmed in the business. Because I know personally in 5 years, there has been plenty of times where I felt overwhelmed until like a year ago when someone, and I still start to feel overwhelmed. So I shouldn't say I don't feel it. But a year ago is when someone talked about how being overwhelmed is something that you tell yourself and it's something you can control. So when I start feeling overwhelmed, I try to check myself now and say, okay, why am I feeling overwhelmed? Am I not doing what I need to be doing as a mom or as a wife, as a Christian? Like, where am I losing myself that I'm feeling overwhelmed? Am I not planning my week out so that I'm ready to go when Monday gets here? Am I not meal prepping so I don't know how to eat and grabbing the wrong foods? Am I not scheduling out my workouts? Am I not sticking to my power hours? As you reflect, it's going to help you grow in your everyday life. So make sure that you always self-reflect and say, okay, I'm overwhelmed. What can I do differently to not feel overwhelmed? And then also share it in the chat. You guys are either in a new coach thread, emerald thread, halfway to diamond thread, or diamond and above. And those chats, you guys, let us know if you're struggling. Let us know the good and the bad, whatever it is. We want to help you be the best version of yourself and see success. So let us know, because had Morgan not said something to me, I can't guess if a coach starts to feel overwhelmed. But look at, she's crushing it. She's helping so many people. And honestly, she's helping some people that like I had reached out to and they said no to me. But Morgan reached out to them and they said yes to her because they connected with her. So who's the lives that Morgan can change, or Ashley can change, or I can change. There's tons of people that need our help, and we can all help people, and people are going to connect with us in our own way and our own journey. But each of us have to be willing to share and then stand by it and continue to grow. But Morgan is sharing awesome. All right.
And I think it's so important. I just want to say that self-doubt is going to be a part of this, because I've had a lot of self-doubts, but I think it's so important that you lean into the team or whoever your leader is and share your concerns, because they're going to help you through it instead of just giving up. Like, don't give up. If I would have given up when I had 2 coaches, like now I think I have like 14 or 16 coaches. Like, that would have never happened, So just don't give up. Self-doubt's going to be a thing. Just recognize it, do what you can to fix it, and move on.
I was just going to touch base on that too. Like, don't feel uncomfortable to be honest with your upline coaches. Like, that's what we're all here for. Like, if you're feeling overwhelmed, reach out to us. There were so many times and so many things that like happened that like I felt so comfortable with going to Jessie for and just being like, this is what's going on. Like, help me. Like, how do I, and then you have an entire team to back you. Like, there's no need to feel like you're in this alone and being overwhelmed alone. Like, it's really nice to be able to open up and like have the support.
And you guys
I can go next.
who's gonna go next?
I can go next. I have a weird name here just because my computer is not working. Can you guys see me, hear me? I'm using my mom's iPad. Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, today's my birthday. So sorry, I apologize.
Happy birthday!
Next
Happy birthday!
Wait, hold on. Let's all sing happy birthday. Ready? We're gonna sing happy birthday. 1, 2, 3. Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear God.
Happy birthday to you. And we should cry out everything.
Take it away.
And I apologize, you guys, in advance for like the noise next door because they are all having drinks and eating and everything. But I couldn't miss this call. But okay, so
total boss taking ownership.
Yay! But okay, so you guys, I've been a coach for a little bit, maybe a year and 2 months now, and I'm going to be honest with you all. I did not take this business serious. I did not take this as my business serious until maybe October, when we were going to like pushing hard for Elite and we were pushing hard for the Diamond Retreat, and it made a huge difference. Once you start you start treating this as a business, it makes the biggest difference ever. Why? Because I was waking up earlier to work. I was staying up later to just send more invitations and just like doing whatever it took to make sure I was diamond. Why? Because I knew also going into that retreat was going to make a huge difference for my business. Because when I went to the retreat before, there was Emerald +2. I started seeing momentum, but I didn't take it as serious up until afterwards. But I come from I already had 2 businesses before where I failed, where I had to go to another country and just get merchandise. You can go to my shit now and you can see my merchandise there. That is from my last business that I completely failed. But it's okay because I learned so much and I got to travel to another country. But I always feel like now it's like I don't have that. It's like you just have to do the vital works. And I'm going to tell you something too, is that when was it? About a month ago, I was going through some issues, personal issues, and I took off, I think, for 2 weeks. And it hurt me so much that I am seeing it now, to a point where it's like I have been pushing for the past 2 weeks and I'm seeing the momentum back again. But a month ago, I'm like, okay, I did not hit Success Club. I did not get more like people talking back to me and stuff like that. But what that was because I was not showing up in my stories. I was not showing up in my, and you know, sometimes people go through stuff. I was going through a lot of personal issues and I let that take over me. And I'm still a little upset about it, but that hurt me a lot on my business, to a point that I was struggling with hitting Success Club. So I feel like always showing up into your business, always taking care of your challengers, because they make a big difference on your team when holding diamond. Once you reach diamond, you have to hold your diamond. But I feel like taking care of your challengers, always giving them all the tools, whatever they need in order to succeed, whether they want to start coaching or they want to get more results, that plays a big role. But all that I have to say is just never give up. Things get hard, and I have been through it. I have done with everything, things get very hard. Life, everything goes in the way. But all I know is that just don't give up. Don't give up. Just keep doing what, and it's inviting, and it's just like loving on people and just doing whatever it takes to like make your business grow. I did everything. I went crazy. I was like, this is my business. You have to treat it as your business. I was listening to Alex's call, and it said you have to treat it as $1 million business. So it's like you have to do what it takes. $1 million business is not going to just go with you just showing up 1 hour a day. So that is my biggest thing that I can share for you guys, is just always keep showing up and never give up. Never give up, even when things get hard. And I'm telling you guys from experience, it hurt me to not show up for 2 weeks. I did not show up for 2 weeks. I am still a little upset, but I'm trying to get over it. But I did not show up. And I even spoke to this with my fiance, with my family, where I'm just like, I don't know what happened. I said something went in on me, and I'm just like, I was not there. And that took a big hit on my business for 2 weeks. And now I have to work double. I had to work double. So all I'm telling you guys is like, never give up. Just keep going, keep pushing, because things are going to get hard. Things are going to happen. Things are going to come along the way. And we just have to like figure it out and just do whatever it takes to just make your business grow. Because at the end of the day, like I said, this is a business that is so easy for us if we just do what we need to do. If we do not do those vital things, we're not going to get anywhere. So, yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
Yay! And you guys, like she said, for real, our business isn't hard. It's that you have to do the things. And again, you have another person saying, hey, when I took 2 weeks off, it reflected in the growth of my business. So it's something that you feel good about your business when you do the things. When you don't do the things, you feel bad. And then you're like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I must suck. And it's like, no, but you have to do the things to be successful, and you have to do it consistently. If you owned $1 million business right now, it was $1 million business, you wouldn't be like, hey, I'm not really feeling my mornings right now, so I'm just not going to do it. Or I'm really tired. Life is crazy. I'm just not going to work for a week. Like, no, you would be showing up like a freaking boss, and you're going to consistently see that growth that you need. Heck yes. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Krista.
Hi. Okay, I'll go. So I'm Krista. I signed up almost 2 years ago. Like, I can't believe it's almost been 2 years off of a cold invite. So I'm just going to put that out there. But I made Diamond like the hardest thing on earth. I literally made it the hardest thing for me and for anybody around me who wanted to hear about it the whole time. And I was just so caught up in my head, and I was so that girl that was like, even though I'm doing all of the things, it's not going to work for me. Just watch. Like, for some, like, why was I that way? I don't know, but I needed to go through this whole phase to grow into the person that like I wanted to brand myself as. So like when I started coaching, I truly was one of those people who was like, living in the middle of nowhere. I had nothing. I had no one. I just was in this weird spot where I'm like, I needed to grow like my own thing. I wasn't having a baby. That wasn't happening. So I'm like, I need my own thing that I can take with me. Like, if I move to another state, I'm going to have to get another job and start from the bottom and build all the way. Or, if I want to travel, like, I'm going to have to request days off, and I don't want to be on anybody else's schedule because I like to be the boss of me. So I knew that coaching like would be that for me. But I didn't know all of the other things that were going to go along with it. So I didn't realize the amount of leadership that I would have to put in to show up every day. I didn't realize the discipline that I would have to have. I didn't realize I would have to get to know other people online and like bring on their support and support them and like become a part of a team. Like those things never even occurred to me. What occurred to me was, I'm going to have my own business. And it wasn't like I had to shift that entire mindset and grow it into something else. Because the truth is, like, this business it helps me. It will grow me. Like, it helps me become who I want to be. But it more importantly will help other people. But if you're not focused on helping those other people because you're so like caught up in, you know, helping yourself, then it's not going to work for you. And you're going to start to tell yourself, nobody wants to join me. Nobody wants to do this, because you're not making it fun. Because this is fun, you guys. Like, if I didn't have like something like this to do every day, I would be like hating my life. I remember those days. I was looking for something like this the whole time. So I had qualified for, just like by coincidence, I qualified for the retreat, the Hilton Head retreat. And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to go to this.
It was
and
not
thank
by
God
coincidence.
I did.
It
was
not
a coincidence.
You worked hard to get there.
Mm.
Not by coincidence.
I worked harder to get to this is the first retreat. So the Hilton Head retreat, like I was just already at that spot where I wasn't pushing my business forward. So I was in Emerald and I had 2 coaches underneath me, but I was like, I'm never going to get diamond. I'm never going to get diamond. This was it. I got to the retreat and my mind was blown. I met all of these women for the second time. I guess I needed 2 times. So the second time in person, they started sharing just more of their stories. We started connecting over more than just working out, you know. It's like we got to know each other. Jessie blew my mind when she told me like what some of the things are in her business, and I don't know, that she's making a lot of good money, like from helping other people. Like it is possible, like to change your whole life. Like, so basically I just started doing what people were telling me to do the whole time, as in like show up every day and send your invites and write down the people that you're talking to and follow up with them. Because like if somebody answers you and they just sit there and you're kind of like, well, this person, like they seem like they're going to give me an objection, like they don't want to sign up, and you don't invest into the station and you don't invest into who they are as people, and you don't figure out how what you have like can serve them too, then you are right. Because why would they sign up with you? You know, like you have to help them understand the things that you didn't understand at first. So that's my advice, is to your tracker, like wake up 2 hours. If you've been watching my Instagram, wake up 2 hours earlier than you have been like these last couple of weeks. Do stuff for you, focus on your vision, bring gratitude into your life, be consistent, and lean into your team. Because the further that you lean out, the further you really are by yourself. But it doesn't have to be that way. Like look at these pages and pages of girls. We are all here to help each other. We are all here to get to the top 10 together, and we all want to go to Hawaii and pop champagne and do these things. And you can do them with us if you stick to your tracker. Anybody else want to go?
Mic drop.
Really fast, because she did just mention that, and she's not just on fire right now, like making up things. But you really, if you become an elite coach this year, you will qualify to come to Hawaii, and all paid for trip, your flight, your food, and your stay. So just so you guys know, she's not like just fired up and shooting things out of her mouth, but that is a real thing. And for any new coaches, that's something that you guys can be pushing for, working hard for, because it is never too late to start. The girl who was on National Wake Up Call today started in November, and she is pushing for 4-star this coming month. So that would literally almost have her qualifying if she was on our team to go to Hawaii. So you can definitely do it, but make sure you do the crap that you need to do.
I have one more thing to say. Surprise. So this was the hardest part, like even on the days that you wanted to give up, like just to show up, because I had to keep telling myself, like, I don't have to be Beyonce every day. As much as I try to be, I don't have to be Beyonce every day. Even she has backup singers. So if I can't send 100 invites a day, I can send 5. I can send 10. I can clear my inbox. I can love on the people who are loving my post for the day. It does not have to be huge leaps and bounds. It's just little bitty tweaks out of your every single day that's going to get you where you need to go. So just little by little, be a backup singer if you need to.
And before we have Kayla go, at the retreat, me and Krista had talked, and some of the other girls on our team, we were all sitting in a circle, and Krista talked about how she wants to write a book one day. Now, I don't know if we're supposed to say this, but I'm going to keep talking about it because it's really going to happen. And the more we talk about it, it's going to happen.
Amen, girl. Speak it into existence.
Yes. So one of the things that she said to me though was she doesn't have time for that because she's sending so many invites. And it was a time in the business where I wanted her to know that if you guys have something that makes you extremely happy, if that's singing, if that's writing, if that's dancing, if that's going on a walk, like whatever that thing is that brings you really like joy in your heart, makes you so happy, and something you're really proud of, sit down every day and work it into your schedule. That should be a vital thing for you every day. If she really wants to write a book and that's something that she's always dreamed about, then that's something, if it's 5 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day, that's something that she should be doing, not because it moves her business forward, but it does in a way. Because the more that you find joy in your own life and the happiest life that you can live, the more it comes off in everything you post. When you are your happiest version of yourself, you're excited to share that with people. You're proud of what you're doing. So always like make sure, yes, we send these invites and we talk to people and we love on people, and that's all part of the business. Showing up for your workouts is part of the business, but anything that brings you the best joy in the world and any goal that is really, really important to you should be part of your everyday, because that is something you don't give up just because you want to be a coach. You have to do those things that make you really happy, because that's going to light a fire inside of you. All right, Kayla is our next person to go.
Hi, I am Kayla. If you guys don't know me, I am probably the newest diamond on the team. I don't know how I'm going to follow Krista, but anyways, to start off my journey, last summer I was followed by Monica, and she invited me, and I just kept saying no over and over, and I was just in this weird mental state that I never wanted to work out. I never wanted to do anything healthy for me. I was eating everything that I wanted to. I wasn't really paying attention to any of that. And then around September, I continued to watch Monica until then. And then I messaged her, I want to say, and I was like, hey, I'm ready to do this. I want to be like a challenger. What do I need to do? So I signed up, and then maybe 2 weeks into it, I was like, okay, I want to be a coach. How do I get to be a coach? I need this accountability. I want to be involved with all of your girls. Give me everything. So that happened, and then I slowly got into working out. I think like November, December, I was showing up for myself. I was slowly getting into personal development, but in January, we really started hitting like mentorships. And once that hit, I hit the ground running. That became my most like, that held me so accountable, that pushed me to do personal development. I'm really into the Empower Her podcast. If you guys haven't listened to that literally I started, and like the first episode or two that I listened to, I cried, because I was like, this is me, like she is speaking to me. I need that mindset shift in my life. So me personally, I am a full-time nurse, so I am doing this on the side. So the way that I specifically show up for myself daily is like I'll share on my stories, obviously. I'll post on my feed as much as I can. I take those days that I do work, and I take those breaks, bathroom breaks. I'll send 5 invites, or I will go and like if I have a slow time after my med pass, I'll literally just like follow up with people or like love on them. I send invites before I go to bed, or when I get up before I get out of bed. I know there's a lot of people that don't want to touch their phone right away, but like that's how I've gotten to where I am today. On my days off, I usually work out first thing. I try to,
that way I can set up my day properly, because if I wait, I've noticed if I wait until like late afternoon to do my workout, I'm like already like mad about it. So I try to do that first thing. And then also the last couple of weeks, I've been jumping on the Zoom call link like nonstop. Like me, Monica, Krista, there's like a group of us, Maddie, all of my girls, like we show up all the time on there. And even like Pam was like, you guys are so annoying. You guys talk all the damn time. Anyways, but
I did not say annoying. I said distracting.
okay. Sorry.
We
but-
are distracting though, for sure. Our apologies.
But it's honestly like built this confidence in myself, like showing up for myself, showing up on that, just talking through like things that I need. There's girls always on that link that will answer your questions, you know. So I've personally been dropping my business card a lot. I've been sending invites like crazy. If you're not talking to your friends and family regarding like if you're trying to hit a big goal and reach emerald or reach diamond or anything like that, you need a handful of people, and those people are probably the warm market around you. I just signed up my mom this last week, and I'm like, Mom, I'm pushing for diamond, help me. And she's like, okay. So I just want to let you guys know, don't give up on yourself no matter what. Like everyone's going to have hard times. Do not give up on yourself. You may not see the income or any like people signing up yet. Even like this last March, I was having a rough time. So now this month, I've been pushing that much harder and showing up for myself that much more, and I've been seeing the results. And then also share your transformations. If you have any transformations at all, share them. That's where I get the most traction, because people see I'm getting results. And I even got someone respond to me this last post that I did. She was like, oh, I've been getting invites from like Herbalife and all these other things, but I think I want to sign up with you because I see your exact transformation. Even throughout your stories, like your dances and stuff like that, I could see your work. So just show up for yourself, show up for the girl that's watching you every day, and no matter what, don't give up.
Yes. And you guys, if you have not seen Kayla's results that she just posted, make sure you go look at them, because even me, like being a coach on the team, when I saw her results, I was like, holy abs, like her abs are there. And you can tell like she's putting in the work. She's doing what she needs to do to feel her best. And her transformation photos were amazing. You crushed it. So that's what you want to be having on your social media. And if there's anything that you got out of what all these girls are telling you, it's that you're going to have self-doubt. You're going to have days that you're nervous, and you have to push through those days. But also, if you do your business activity tracker and you really stick to it and you stick to your invites, you're going to be successful. Something that I wanted to mention, because I know a lot of coaches were confused on this from the National Wake Up Call today. She said how she talks about the fast start bonus. The fast start bonus is something that when you guys invite your best friend and you sign up your first person, if you sign them up as a discount coach, you get $50 as a fast start bonus. So if you sign anyone up as a regular coach or a discount coach, you always get $50. It's a flat $50. It's not commission. It's just the $50 instead of the commission. For challengers, you get commission. But while you're building to diamond, like Kayla just said, she reached out to her mom and said, hey, I'm pushing for this big goal. I want to hit it this week. Will you do this with me? A lot of times when you are going in the beginning of your business, it's inviting your best friends, your family, your parents, your in-laws, your aunts and uncles, your cousins, all of the people that you can start talking to, because you're building the momentum and you get people to start getting transformations, and then you can share them. But it's momentum in your business that really is going to let you continue to grow. Because also one of the things that they did not mention, but every single one of them, I've seen it happen. When you become a diamond coach, you start to feel more confident in your business. So hitting diamond might just be a rank, but it also gives you a little bit more confidence than you had before, because you start to believe that, hey, maybe I actually can do this. Maybe I'm not someone who, won't be successful at this. And it gives you that hope. And every time you guys rank advance, or every time you hit Success Club, every time you help 3 people or 4 people or 5 people or 1 person, you start to see success, and you start to feel like, you know what, maybe I can do this. And it feels good. So make sure that you stick to the business activity tracker. Make sure that you don't only do certain parts of it, only invite but don't love on people, or only love on people but never send an invite, or never post on your social media but send all the invites. You have to do all parts of it. And also, you guys, you help 5, let's say 5 people, because I just want to put a scenario out there, because I think people overthink the income in this business, and it's not hard. It's so freaking simple. Income in this business, you help 5 people in a month. Do you know how many people are overweight or struggling with eating disorders, drinking, anorexia, like depression, anxiety, all of these different things? So out of the entire world, there's tons of people with tons of issues, because we eat tons of processed food. We come from communities that a lot of times, especially for girls, our community is not helping us grow and be the best version of ourselves. And a lot of times we're feeling competitive, and we're feeling not good enough, and we're not having people tell us that we can do more. And so all of these things that people live with every day, there's millions and millions of people that feel this way. And if you found 5 people this month to help, and you signed them up, and you gave them the option to be a discount coach so that they save money on their products, and if they want to cancel off after the first month, awesome, but you help 5 people. That is $250. $250 for helping 5 people in a world where every single person can benefit from this, get healthy. Now, you already made back the money you spent on your product, and you brought in some money to go to your car payment or your credit cards or to groceries or whatever. On top of that, if you're an Emerald coach, you're gonna start cycling as well. And again, every week that you guys cycle, Beachbody is literally handing you money. And I talked to some of you guys about this, but basically my weekly paycheck, every paycheck that I get, cycle bonuses is the majority of it. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but as an Emerald coach, you make $14 a cycle. Sorry, lost my train of thought. $14 a cycle. Ruby coach, you make $16 a cycle. Diamond coach, you make $18. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but to put it into perspective, I've been a coach 5 years. I've helped people every single month. I've never been a huge Success Club earner. Honestly, you guys, like I usually was helping 5 to 10 people. A few months helped more, but that was like around the average. So I just consistently helped people for 5 years. And my cycle bonuses are $2,000 to $3,000 every single week. So that is not commission. That is literally Beachbody handing me money because I'm doing my job and helping people, and I'm living my best life. And so when you start to overthink, like, I don't know if I can be successful at this, literally all you have to do is share your journey. You have to want to live your best life. You make healthier decisions, or you open your personal development book, or you commit to the program, and you get on team calls. Because if this was your business and we all owned clothing shops, if our work had a meeting, we would be there. If it was a mandatory meeting, it's not optional. Obviously, calls are optional. But this is a time for you guys to grow and learn from each other. It's a time to see that everyone on here started as a coach, started with 0 people on their team. And we have been able to continue this and build this, but you can too. And if you want the income part of it, don't overthink it, because it is not hard to make money in this business. It is a decision that you make, that you want to share your journey, you want to help people consistently, and you set a goal. Like helping 5 people right now in 1 month, making $250. And then you do it again next month. Say all those people stayed on it. Then that rolls into cycle money, and you make another $250. And from there, that's how it continues to grow. So it's an easy process. It's just one that people like don't take time to think about, because a lot of times in this business, I think where we lose the income part of it is we forget that your first month in the business, you will not be a millionaire. If you do make that happen, more power to you. But I'm not going to shoot down anyone's goals. But realistically, it takes time. I didn't start off in cycle bonuses making that money. I started off at 0, just like everyone else started at. But I knew as I grew and as I grew with my team that those cycle bonuses are going to go up. And for every single one of you on this call, you have a weak leg and a strong leg. And while we all work and continue to help people every single month, your volume is growing. So one of your legs will be stronger and then you'll be able to help on the other. But you just have to want this. And I was on a new coach call this morning, and one of the calls, and I literally told her, you have something in front of you that can change every single part of your life. Like right now, it might not seem like you could be a millionaire, and you might not be feeling like that could ever be possible, but you could. And you might not be like, well, I'm not here for the money, but I hate hearing that because you might not be here for the money. When I joined, it was just to get over my eating disorder and me blacking out and getting drunk all the time. It had nothing to do with money. But when I saw that I could be home with my kids, heck yeah, I was going to go all in, and I was going to make sure I could pay my bills when I did that. And when I realized it could do other things, I wanted to be able to do it, like host retreats for our team and do that kind of stuff. That's stuff that we get to do with money. And if I had a parent get sick, I want to have money that I can help my parents with their hospital bills. I want to be able to donate to organizations. I want to be able to give money to my church. And all of those things are things where money is not a bad thing. It also relieves a lot of stress for your families. And it puts, like, if you're thinking about money being a bad thing, like, switch that mindset, because you are no different than anyone else starting off. And you can become $1 million earner in this business. And even the $1 million earners in this business, you guys, struggle with confidence. And they struggle on days, and they don't know if they're doing a good job, and they have self-doubt. And so they're no different than you. On Mondays, I have a mastermind, and there's a she's not a 15-star coach, but she's been top 10 5 or 6 times in the last 10 years. 5 or 6 times a top 10 coach. An amazing leader, an amazing team. And 2 times now, she has literally started crying on our mastermind because she let self-doubt creep in. All of us have self-doubt in us. We all have fear that we can be successful. But if you continue to say, you know what? So if I go all in, what's the worst thing that happens? I help people and I build an income and I grow with all these girls. I'm in the best shape of my life. And I start feeling more confident because I'm doing my business activity tracker every day. And I'm not just saying, maybe I'm going to help one person, but I'm saying non-negotiable. I am helping people every single month because that's what I'm here to do. That's what I signed up for. And then sticking to it. You guys all have it inside of you, no matter who you are or what your background is. Every single person has a background. And it's going to look different, but you have the chance to be successful if you really want to be successful in it. So use your upline, use our team, use the threads, because you're blessed to be on a team that has team calls. There's a lot of teams that don't even have weekly calls or calls at all, or have the amount of information we try to have for you guys and work sessions for you guys. So use it to your advantage and don't just sit here and be a coach. I don't want anyone on our team, unless you want to just be a coach and be here for that. But otherwise, if you want success, I want you to see success in this business. I want you to feel better than you ever have. And a year from now, I want you to look back and know, like, holy heck, look at what I've done with my life in a year. And think about where you're going to be in 10 years. And think about where you're going to be in 20 years and what that's going to look like because of what you're doing today. That's why you get out of bed every morning. These girls are just average girls who all went diamond and who are helping people continuously every single month, because that's how you continuously grow your business and you celebrate wins and you grow closer to your dreams. Does anyone have questions for any of the girls on any of their stories or anything they mentioned? No? Does anyone else have anything they want to say? Anyone can talk.
I do. Jessie,
I'm sorry, but I thought you said that the webinar was going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern on Sunday.
It is at 9 p.m. Thank you.
Okay.
Good call.
Like at night?
Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern. That way it's hopefully past more bedtimes for parents.
On your coast?
Well, wherever. I feel like last time we did it at 9 and we had a lot of people on there.
Yeah, it works
Okay, good.
best for those to do them later because, like, if you're in the middle of putting your kids to bed, you can't really get on. And so, since we
Yeah,
try,
like for you guys.
yeah,
Like that's like an hour or so behind me.
yes. And I
Are
want,
the same people doing the webinar or the happy hour as last time?
yes, this one we're just going to keep exactly the same as we did it last time. Maybe try to get it in 45 minutes if we're feeling like.
Yeah, no talking as much as we did.
I know, but it was so good. I think we've had the most success off of that one that we've ever.
It was really good.
For sure, most successful webinar.
Yeah.
But maybe we should wrap it up right away after.
Yeah, maybe everyone doesn't really care what we're saying.
Yeah, I get carried away sometimes. I'll keep it.
Same.
I wanted to share one thing with you guys if I can find it. Hold on, sorry.
Alex, I think you're the only one that's really good at like staying on time.
No, I'm like, guys, you're talking way too long. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Up in the morning.
100%.
I'm like, it's an hour past my bedtime, so let's go.
I like when Alex does the slides because then every time she changes the slides, I'm like, okay, stop talking about that one. Go to the next one.
Yep. She's like, let's go. Let's speed it up here.
So maybe we should just have her, and then when she wants us to change slides, she just goes to the next.
That's your cue to stop talking.
We're going to be like mid-sentence and then be like, wait, okay. Oh, wait, I'm not screen sharing. Hold on. The last thing I just wanted to show you guys, in case you did not watch the live. So this was tips from the top 10 coaches, and they shared 10 tips. So number 10 was rally together with your team. And honestly, when I was watching this live, I literally started crying because I think this year and the end of last year, like last year into this year, our team has rallied so much, like pushing together. Everyone wants to see growth. Everyone is jumping on calls, and it's been really cool to see. So I do think we're doing a really good job on that. Number 9, commit to a program and get results. Know what you are doing so you can tell your followers what you're doing. If you are not showing up in your own fitness journey or your nutrition, like whether you're doing 2B mindset or you're doing portion control, whatever you're doing, your followers need to know that you have something that can help them. And if you never share about nutrition or what you're eating, they don't know that you have meal plans or you have access to the recipes, that you have access to all these meal plans. They also don't know that you have access to all these trainers. I literally invited a girl today and she's like, all the gyms are closed. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's why this is perfect. And she said, well, how would I do kickboxing if the gym's closed? And like, because to her, in her head, she didn't know that I have these trainers at home. And she's like, you would have to have the kickboxing, whatever, I don't know what they're called. But it's a reminder that people don't know what we have. So make sure you're talking about it. Number 8, be the light. Create energy and share your journey. If you're excited about something, share it. If you can add value to someone because you read something on personal development, share that. And you don't just have to share the quote. Like if you're fired up on my social media, I feel like, to be completely honest, I'm not even that great at sharing. But when I am excited, my followers know I'm excited because I get on there and I don't care if I sound stupid. I don't care if I word things wrong, but I'm excited and I share that. You have to be the light for people and show them what is possible and show them to dream bigger and show them that they can get results while telling them your story and how you went from where you were at to where you are at now. Be you, everyone else is taken was number 7. Obviously self-explanatory. Be yourself. Once you join this business, you literally can decide who you want to be. And it doesn't matter if you were a girl that was X, Y, and Z. Now you have a choice to be whoever you want to be and commit to that girl and keep doing it every single day. There's no right way to post. If you go look at the top 10, all of the top 10 do different things, but they are true to who they are and what they want to share on their social media. Number 6, personally invite people to coaching or to your challenge groups. You need to be sending those personal invites or they will not join you. Number 5, be a product of the product and be consistent in your journey. Every single day, if you are drinking Energize before your workout, it might seem repetitive to you, but make sure that you share your Energize so people know what it is. If you're drinking your shake every single morning, share about your shake, share what's in it, share why you're drinking it or what it's doing for you, share about your flavor, share different recipes. I know a lot of girls on Monica's team do like the TikToks or the dancing ones. That's something that they know when they go to Monica's page or some of her girls' pages, that they will do that before every single workout. If you went to my page, you would see I literally do a boomerang with my shaker cup by my legs and I write something with it, but that's all it is. It's a quick boomerang, but it is the same thing every single time I go to work out. So when someone wants to join, they want that drink that I'm drinking because they know that's part of my routine and that's part of my results. Number 4, be consistent with sharing and your story. Take people on this journey with you. The more vulnerable you get in your business, the more you are going to grow. The more you talk about who you were and who you're becoming, the more people are going to connect with you. Be real, be honest, and share the things that scare you. It should make you uncomfortable some days to share things, but that means you're growing. Transformation photos are still scary to share, but it shows people that you're getting results. Have a vision and then hustle. Make sure if you have not done this, sit down, and we have a call in May about this, but we are doing a call about creating your vision and what that looks like. And that vision statement should be so close to your heart that you read it every single morning. I don't send invites. I don't love on people. I do nothing until I read my vision statement, did my scripture, did my personal development, and then I go to my business activity tracker. I always fill me first, so that when I do business activity trackers, I am at my best and I know where I want to go and why I want to help people. Talk and share about the business opportunity and how it has changed your life. If you are brand new, you are on your first call tonight. You can share in your stories about getting on your first call or your second Monday being on a team call. You can share about how excited you are that you helped your first person. Share about how we're hosting a webinar for anyone that wants to jump on and learn about what we do. Invite people to that opportunity. And the number 1 tip, master your mindset. And this one is huge. You saw last week on the call, everyone struggles, and even this week, with confidence and self-doubt and fear and not knowing if we can do this, not knowing if our social media is good enough or if we're good enough. And the answer is you are. But you have to create the mindset that you believe that. Set your goals and dream high and believe you can achieve them, and you're going to achieve more than you believe. And go watch Super Weekend if you missed it. All right. Any questions before we hop off? Thank you so much to the girls who shared. And I want to be honest, when I asked them to share, they were all super nervous, but that is one of the things, you guys, if you're not, like, you should be a little bit nervous. It's most of their first times talking on a call or second time, but it is how you grow, is getting uncomfortable, and there's no better place to do it than a community that is cheering you on and supporting you and learning from you. All right, quick boomerang, and we can jump off. Does anyone else use the Cream by Molly filter?
Yes.
Is yours white today?
I don't know.
It is like making me crazy. Like it's a white screen. And that's like the
Nope.
one. Something's wrong and I don't know what it is. It's like ruining it. Maybe I'll delete it somehow but it's like a white.
I've been looking for that filter. Where is that under?
Just go to Jesse's stories and click it.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Is it really that simple?
the only way I know how to get them.
I didn't know either. I reached out to, it was Krista who had it first. Krista, not our Krista, but a different Krista. And I was like, how do you get that? She's like, you just click it. I'm like, really?
I literally sat on my phone for an hour in bed last night looking for it. I feel really dumb.
That's what I've done, is look for it for way too long.
All right, let's boomerang.
All right, ready?
Got you, Alex.
Jenny, show your face. All right, guess not. All right, are we just boomeranging or boomeranging? Is that a word?
Everyone just move. Ready, set, go. Oh, but I can't. Can you guys get both pages? Ready? There. I got it. All right, awesome. Have a great night, ladies. If you have any questions for any of the diamonds that maybe you didn't want to ask on the call or you were nervous, just reach out to them. Send them a message. They are gladly going to help you and guide you. Reach out to your upline or whoever, but thank you all for taking the time to get on tonight. Bye, guys.
Bye.